Hello. Okay, so I'm just talking. I don't have a script or anything, so I'm just kind of going to be rambling here. But I did finish River, a Starless Clan's first book in the arc, a while back, and I want to do some type of review on it. And I've been meaning to do it for weeks, but life's just been making me too busy to be able to upload. And I'm trying to get back into like a normal schedule. But so River, I thought was a very strong first book. I love that they're going with what everybody wanted. And, of course, spoilers ahead from here on, okay? I'm not going to warn you anymore. Okay, so I'm glad they killed off Misty Star and Reed Whisker, just like everyone was kind of hoping for the plot, because it puts a lot more, stress on Frostpaw. If I personally think it will be better if they kill Mothwing off as well. It would definitely put Frostpaw in a lot more of a predicament. Of course, I like Mothwing, so of course it's like that's not why I want her to go, but I just feel like for the plot, Mothwing going would be perfect. I don't think we know very much about RiverClan. What kind of works in its favor for this like murder mystery type thing going on here? Because there's definitely some sketchy things going on in RiverClan, and I've heard some theories being thrown around about Curlfeather being involved, and her friend that I don't remember his name, the one that goes with her to the moon pool to find the sign. And I can agree with those. I do feel like there's definitely some sketchy things going on there. But we don't know enough about any of the characters really to make a good guess. And that definitely helps with the plot here. And Frostpaw as a character herself is really lacking to me so far. But I did say the same exact thing about Shadowsight until the very end of his arc, and he ended up becoming one of my top 3 favorite characters. So Frostpaw could definitely make a turnaround for me, but so far her plot is really interesting, but she herself is pretty boring. I hope they give her a bit more personality. I'm just not a huge fan of her at the moment. But her plot is interesting. But like I said, that's the exact same thing I said about Shadowsight before the last couple books of the arc came out. So it could turn around. Now, talking about the RiverClan plot still, I think Lightleap was a red herring. I don't think she was actually involved. I think she's just there to make you like, whoa, like kind of like Squirrel Flight was in The Power of Three to Ashfur's murder. I think that's what Lightleap is now. I think it's a lot more likely. Well, honestly, I was going to make a guess, but I really have no idea. I'm almost certain somebody killed him. And I'm almost certain a couple of RiverClan cats know about it and know who it was because they were acting pretty sus. Now, that's all I really got to say about that plot, I think. I'll jump back to it if I think of something. But, so, I really like Flamepaw or Nightheart, I think this is a pretty cool name. Though I am kind of sad to see the flame part go because I kind of thought that was funny. I think it will be super interesting if he somehow manages to talk to Firestar's ghost somewhere in this arc. I think it would be some good, maybe some closure for him or something of the sort. I don't like how he seems to repeat the same things over and over and over again in every chapter that he's in. But I think this is just a setup, and I think he's got a lot of potential to be like a really good protagonist. His sister and their relationship seems pretty cute too. I think there's some cool interactions between him and Bramblestar, with the name sharing, when he said he did not want to be only named after Firestar, and it seems Bramblestar understood that because of his heritage with his father and being half named after his father, Tigerstar. I think that's super, super good thing. I didn't even think of that, and that was a smart thing to point out. I don't like how big of a deal some of the characters made that whole interaction. It just seems weird to me. Like, it's like Sparkpelt and Squirrel Flight. You think they'd sort of understand, but it's like, but I guess that Sparkpelt never had a problem being related to Firestar. I think she kind of relished it. And Squirrel Flight, of course, that's her father. She loves him. So I guess that makes sense. I don't know. But I'm excited to see how Nightheart plays out. And I was kind of, before the arc started, just the designs and the character ideas, I thought Flamepaw or Nightheart and Frostpaw was going to be a thing, and I was kind of shipping it. But it looks like Nightheart and Sunbeam are going to be a thing, and I'm not totally against that, but we'll see how it goes. It was like some weird interactions between them that felt really rushed. Like, it was just weird. And next, we'll talk about my personal favorite of the protagonists, Sunbeam. I thought Sunbeam was pretty relatable, and I just love her. She's probably one of my top favorite characters now. I feel like she's the most relatable protagonist that I felt relatable to. So Sunbeam was a great character. Her relationship with Blazefire I thought was pretty cute at first, until I didn't think he was bad for breaking up with her or anything, but it depends on how they resolve this whole Light Leap and Blazefire looking relationship, because everyone trying to keep that a secret from her kind of hit me the wrong way. I was not a fan of that. But I get it, but I just felt really bad for her at that moment. It kind of felt like I think we've all been in situations similar to that. Not like exactly, but where you feel like everyone's talking weird, like behind your back, and they know something you don't. And that's just really sad. I felt so bad for her. But I like that because it's part of what makes her more relatable. And her struggles are really relatable. So I thought Light Leap was pretty interesting to see Light Leap get some more character development. And I get what her and Blazefire mean by trying to be more outgoing and rebellious and not being terrified of everything. But you gotta have a balance. Now, I do not trust or like Berryheart half of this entire thing. I thought it was really sad how she wouldn't support Spireclaw at all. Poor Spireclaw. But I'm glad that he didn't let that destroy him and Fringe Whisker's relationship. I think that was all a super interesting plot with how they handled the cross-clan relationships. And I'm kind of excited to see the ThunderClan cats. I don't remember her name, but a WindClan cat comes to join a ThunderClan Tom. Stimleaf's brother, I think his name was Shelfer. Something like that. It's extra funny because I remember Shelfer, whatever his name is, in Spotfur's Rebellion being kind of snobbier. So it's just funny that they'd pick him out of all of the cats to have a outside clan relationship, but I'm dying to see it. And I want to see her. I'm hoping they'll let her become a good, cool character in ThunderClan, because that's definitely a little different. I'm really excited to see cross clan relationships actually working out. And we didn't really get to see either of those cats that switched clans becoming a member of those clans, but I'm excited to see that. I want to see if they're accepted, if they got a lot of scorn, because I feel like Dovewing didn't suffer joining ShadowClan too much, and I'm wondering if those two will have similar problems or worse because of the new laws. I feel like the writing did seem kind of weird to me, this book. I had some struggles staying completely interested, but the plot was worth it. I think I kind of always feel like that first book's like, it's like a first book weirdness for me or something. It just takes me a bit to get back into the arc, I guess. I don't know. I don't think that's a book issue. I think that's a personal thing. And the whole ending with Curlfeather getting murdered by dogs seems suspicious also. Something is definitely going on. Like she said, don't trust any cat. Like this book was so crazy. I'm excited to see where it goes. And I really do feel really bad for Bramblestar. He's definitely got some PTSD going on here from the Dark Forest, and it's the last half of the Broken Code and the beginning of this is kind of making me like him as a character again, because Squirrelflight's Hope kind of made it hard for me to like him for a while, because I do not I kind of get where he's coming from, but like it's terrible. I don't know what, he's always been a little dumb sometimes though, let's be honest here. I don't hate him though. I think this made him a little bit more interesting. I like where he's going right at this moment in these books. I think it'd be nice if they make him retire, be one of the first like leaders in the main arc to retire. Another thing I'd really like to see happen, but I know it probably won't, is Soul coming back. I think it would be nice for him to come back as a character, not a villain, but as a Sky Clan member. It'd just be funny to see him show up old and Leafstar and have some pity on him, because they were kind of friends before he like tried to prove himself and like stole her kids and stuff like that. But I think she knew why he did it, and I think it would be interesting to see like a Soul redemption arc. I know it's highly unlikely, but it would be awesome. And I don't remember who said it, but somebody said, what if Soul joined Sky Clan and then Leafstar retired and they were both elders together? And I can't think of anything funnier than Soul and Leafstar being elders together. That would be the best thing I could ever see in these books. Please, Aaron Gods, let this be real. I bet we'll never see Soul again though, but that would be freaking hilarious. Anything else I'd like to see? I would like to see Sunbeam and Nightheart get a little bit more like genuine interactions before they get together, because I know that's what they're going for here. But it just seemed weird to me that Sunbeam just kind of opened up so fast to him when they'd only talked like 1 second before, and now she's telling him all her life problems. It just seems odd. But maybe it's just because we don't know the characters that great yet. I don't know. I just felt like that was super weird. Not a huge fan of the couple right now, but love both characters, so I could look past it, I'm sure. And the ship name, Sun and Night, it's cute, so I could look past it. Now, my last wish before I end off this video is for Hairstar to die. Hairstar needs to go. I need Crowstar before this freaking series ends. Or before Crowfeather dies. I think we need Crowfeather to be leader, please. I mean, if Crowfeather does die, let's let Breezepelt be leader. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but I think he would throw in a decent amount of drama, but also he seems like a more reasonable character nowadays. Like, he's learning. It'd be fun to see him learn and grow so much that he'd become leader. But I don't know. I don't think he'd be good at the job, but it'd be fun to see it if we can't have Crowfeather. I feel like Crowfeather would be a good option to be leader at this moment because of all the code changes, and he's always been kind of open-minded with that stuff. So he could definitely help like bring more change. Like him and Tigerstar being leaders right now would be good. I'm not looking forward to Leafstar dying because I'm not a humongous fan of Hawkwing. I'd rather like Violet Shine or maybe like Root Spring or be leader. That's because I don't really remember a lot of the cats in Sakai Clan anymore. I know Leaf Star's getting old and it's probably time for her to go soon, but I really do not want Hawkwing as leader. Bramblestar, he needs to retire, and Squirrel Flight can either be leader, or I think a cat like Spotfur or Mouse Whisker. In particular, those two would be good. I hate the idea of Ivypool or Lion Blaze being leader. They're both way too irrational, and they get upset and too personal about things, and I think both of them would be bad choices. Sorry, Ivypool fans. I do like Ivypool, but no. Spotfur, please. I feel like that's what she was being set up to be. I might be wrong, but or hear me out. Since they're throwing in all this stuff about Flamepaw being so much like Firestar, maybe he can become an early leader and run up the ranks really quickly like Firestar did. I feel like that could definitely be reasonable, considering how many like things they have in common, apparently. Even though I don't know what they're talking about. But, well, that's really all I got to say. Thank you for watching, and if you're interested in pet tubers, I just made a new channel. I'm going to post on it today, and I'll link it in the description. And I would really appreciate it if you'd check it out if you do enjoy pet content. I have 3 dogs, 2 cats, a rabbit, 2 ferrets, a hamster, 3 rats, and I have a setup ready for a ball python, but I do not have one yet. And I've also been checking out the legality of owning a fox in my area. So if you're interested in any of that, please subscribe to my other channel. And that's it. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.